Welcome back to Triquetra Stage 17, the triple twist in Watopia. So it's a 45 kilometers with 380 meters of climbing. This one was a little more relaxed than the one the day before, but every single one of these stages are not designed to make you relax. You know, wherever you are along all these 21 stages, there is a demanding part somewhere along it. I mean, in this stage, we got two climbs, really. One that's quite, I wouldn't say, the gradient isn't a lot, but after what we've been doing the last 17 or 16 stages before this, the legs are starting to get short. Really are. So let's get into it and let's see how this race ends up. So here we are on the start line again on stage 16. So we sprint out the gate. There are a couple of categories above me and a couple of categories below me, but nobody in my category in this time slot at the moment. So we're basically, strategy is try to stay on the higher categories wheel to try and bring, pull me to the end of the line a little bit faster. But the problem is we got these two climbs in there, and when we hit the climbs, they got rockets up their ass and I got bricks tied to my feet. So it is going to be difficult. It's going to be a push. But we got one sprint coming up. I've been really trying to push on the sprints the last 16 stages. I feel I am getting faster. I feel my timings on the sprints are getting better. I don't feel that I'm winning them all, far from it, but I'm getting closer to the top end range of the people who are in my category, which I think is good. But the overall fitness of endurance through the whole stage, and especially the climbing, they outshine me by far. So that's what I got to work on. When this tour is finished, I got a lot to work on, and it's great to do a tour like this, because it exposes what you are good at and what you need to work on. What you think you're good at, when you've done it so many times over so many stages, you do realize you're not as good as you thought you were, or at least I do. So what I thought I was pretty okay on, I found out I'm pretty crap on, really, compared to a lot of these guys that are just monsters at this. So I've got a lot of work to do. I've figured out what kind of workouts I need to do to get better. Now I just need the time when this tour is finished to work on that. So we're just about coming up to the first sprint. 15 seconds is my personal best on this sprint before. So we're going to have to try and push it, but we're still hanging on to the wheel of these guys, which I'm pleased about. We're going to try and get a little bit draft on them and try to get them sort of help me with a little bit more speed over the sprint. So as we come up to the sprint, I stand up, start pushing, give it all I got. 850, 870, guys flying, they are just flying. I did it in around 14 and a half seconds. It was a personal best for me on that sprint, but it wasn't good enough to get the jersey. Somebody in a higher category took that, but we're working on it. But as soon as that sprint was finished, we're straight into the KOM. The KOM is around 1.5 kilometer. At the moment, I'm feeling pretty good. I'm not exaggerating that, I'm 100% and after 16 other stages, I'm fresh as a daisy. But I'm feeling pretty good. They do pass me. As you see, I do try to stand up a bit and push it up that little lip there and try to get over, stay in the group. I have been trying to also work on standing and sprinting. No, sorry, climbing. Because I'm trying to find the right angle or the right position I need to be in so it doesn't hurt my knees. Because I find that it's not hurting my knees, but I find the muscles get so fatigued around the knee area when I stand up. I am getting better at it. I think I need to lean a little bit more forward and put more weight on my arms, maybe onto the handlebars, try to take that pressure off my legs. But I am trying to stand up a little bit more, and it does help standing up, of course, if you can. I'm still in the group. We're at the top of this climb, and I'm still in that group of the higher class riders, whether that's because I'm pushing myself to keep up with them or they're slowing a little bit until later on in the stage, who knows. But if you'd like to see how much stronger, faster and better at climbing I get, subscribe. There'll be plenty more videos. Let's get to the next sprint. So we're about 500 meters out from the next sprint. This one, personal best before was 12 seconds, 0.674. As you see, they have pulled away from me over that last little rolling hills there. They're 18 seconds ahead, so I can't use them on the draft for this sprint. But you know, we're going to give it a go, try our best. So we start pushing. We're doing pretty good watts, around 800. Is it enough? It's not a personal best, but it is enough to come first. So we're happy. I mean, it's first at the moment. We do this sprint 2 times, and it's the fastest out of any of those 2 times. So I'm still not safe. I put down okay numbers for me, but let's see what happens on the second sprint. So nothing really happened much between that last sprint and this one coming up. We had the climb in the middle, and they are 1 minute 37 seconds ahead of me now after that climb. You know, it's to be expected for me. I knew that climb was going to be a difficult one to keep up with them, and they're gone. Not much more to say than that, apart from just dig in and keep going. There are a couple of categories behind me, but at the moment they're too far behind to slow down to use the draft, and I'm trying to speed up as fast as I can to get to the end, save a little bit of e-gap if I can. So I don't really want to slow down too much, so I decided just to do my own race, just go at my own pace. So the sprint's just about coming up, 500 meters to go till we get to the sprint. This one's not such a big one. My personal best on this one is 15.117. So hopefully I could do somewhere close to that. I still don't, like I said, I don't have any draft to work with. So I just got to push as hard as I can. I mean, it'd be nice to get a green jersey, but I'm not counting on it. So it's only a 200 meter sprint, which is about my wheelhouse. I'm pushing down 800, 850 watts as fast as I can. And I did okay. I didn't do great, but I did okay. I beat my personal best on that one. But because it went straight into the KOM, I couldn't exactly see the exact positioning I was in. That's just one of the problems with that application that I can't work out yet how to fix. But if anybody knows, please leave a comment and let me know where I can go back and look at those. So the climb, we're back at the start again for the second lap. It's not a major climb. It's nothing too high. It's 43 meters up. So this one is it's nothing major. I lost a little bit of connection there. I'm just trying to fix that one. But we didn't crash, which is good. You know, it's not the first time Zwift has crashed on me though, which is such a pain when you're in a race and it crashes and all of a sudden it kicks you out. Doesn't matter if you can get back in it or not. You're not inside. You're not with the people. You're not in the race anymore. So it is a pain. But thankfully for me, it doesn't happen that often. So we're just about coming up to the next sprint again, which is, I like this sprint because it is a little bit of a downhill, so you can get some speed up to go, try and bring your way through if you're not drafting off of anybody. I'm 3 minutes 30 behind now from these guys, and we still got one more climb to go. So the sprint's coming up in about 250 meters. Again, it's around 200 meters, which is exactly my kind of distance, which is great. We stand up, we drop the watts, we hit 900 there for a millisecond, but around 850. Pass through. It's not a PB, but the legs are feeling it now. We're almost at the end of the stage. We did as good as we could. So as we're coming to the end of this stage, they're about 5 minutes 30 ahead of me, plus or minus. It's the climbs where I lose the time. That's just it. So I've got to try and make up time in other places because I know I'm going to lose it on the climbs. We're coming into just under a kilometre. We've got one last sprint to go. One last hurrah before the end. Will it make a big difference? Probably not for me. My E-gap is too far ahead. Whether it's 2 or 3 seconds doesn't make any difference. In the standings, I'm quite far behind the next place. And when I say quite far behind, I think I'm like 20 minutes behind the next place. So I don't think I'm going to make up that in any stages. I mean, never say never. But I can't see it happening too easy. But as we're about to come to the last sprint, last 200 meters again, my legs are done. I don't even really push it. I try to drop some down, and I just had to sit back down. I mean, it is what it is. So that's that stage done. Next stage is the Danger Noodle in Watopia. That's a cool name. 40 kilometers with 450 meters of climbing. My legs are going to feel like wet noodles after climbing that, but we're almost there. A few stages left to go. I didn't think, at the start I didn't know if I was even going to get this far, so I'm happy. If you'd like to see how the next stage ends, check the video out up here. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.